Guests today are artist Mike Norris and producer Chris Walters. They're going to talk about the new powerful new documentary, Artfully United, that arrives in theaters nationwide on October 17th. Guys, thanks for stopping by, and I appreciate you coming on. And I was looking more into you, Mike. Congratulations on your success and showing that hard work, dedication, and never giving up is part of getting there and being able to make a difference as well.
Yes, that's pretty much what the Artful United Mural Tour is all about. Is never giving up on yourself, never giving up on your community, and just never giving up on giving back. And these are the things that really inspired me to start the Artful United Mural Tour back in 2016. And I always have been an advocate for my community, and I've always been an artist, natural born artist. So the mural tour is pretty much combining both of those elements.
So, Chris, how did you meet Mike and discover him and thought this would be a great documentary?
Well, I didn't discover Mike. I discovered his store for sure in Melrose Avenue back in 2013. Was out there from the great state of Maine where I live, trying to get a narrative feature that I had written, acted in, and produced. Trying to get some traction with distribution for that. Had also started some short films, and it was the last day of the trip. Hadn't gone as well as I would have liked, but ex-girlfriend and I were drawn into his store by the amazing artwork I could see on the side of shoes. Even from the road, I looked through it. I was, just absolutely blown away. Was drawn in by some of the other art once I got in there. And Mike had a fashion line. Uh, so I was commissioning shoes and getting to know him on the spot as far back as 2013. Fast forward a few years, we had gotten to be friends. He'd invite me out for some of the events at the spot on Melrose. I brought him out to Maine a number of times to commission some murals at my home. And then Mike was already working with California Ceasefire Committee. He was already speaking in schools. He was already being commissioned for murals in schools and community centers. This was when his activism was ready to take off, even more so in the community publicly. It was a good time for me also of wanting to do some more important productions. This was my first feature documentary and jumped right in along with a guy, Dave Benner, I hired to be the director way back in 2016. Dave and I have made probably 35 trips out here over the last 10 years, and it's been an honor to cover Mike's activism with the Artfully United tour, as well as his remarkable family of origin.
Mike, you must think big, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. I have to, and I'm an artist, so we're very creative, and I always think past, circumstances. Even now, I'm always thinking and pushing myself. Ever since I was little, I never want to stay within what is required of me or expected of me. I always do above and beyond.
And that's key, right? And kind of what message do you want to give to people that want to, as an entrepreneur, as an activist, as a brand, tell people that they can do this? What message would you would love to give to people that say, I can't do this, Mike. There's no way.
I want to give them the message of inspiration and never giving up on your dreams and never giving up on yourself. Those are the several things that, if you watch the documentary, you'll definitely get that, and you'll start to look within yourself. So those are some of the things that I want to push from the viewers.
Chris, what did you learn from Mike from doing this?
I've been inspired by Mike's activism most of all. The art is a level at which 99.9% of us cannot relate or even aspire to be that gifted as artists. Activists, on the other hand, we really can get in where we fit in. And uh, it's just been an honor. So I've been inspired, I've been encouraged, but also Mike is a person of tremendous resilience and persistence who does not give up on solving a problem when he encounters it. The walls didn't go up immediately, I'll tell you that. The forgiveness mural, the first one, in and of itself, was a long, drawn-out process where Mike explored a number of different locations. And he's a man who doesn't give up. He's a man that then will figure out, how to make something work. So his level of intelligence was inspiring. Again, almost none of us can relate to being that talented as an artist, but I learned so much from him about if you stay ready, you don't need to get ready. If you do the right things, and he's so respected in these communities, but he's respected everywhere we go. We go to the East Coast to New York. We were over at the Cannes Film Festival, and people may be drawn in by his talent originally, but then it really becomes about him as the subject himself. Great friend, tremendous man of faith. I respect him as much as anybody I've met, going way back to the beginning.
Wow. And I guess thinking about this, Mike, I guess where people can get involved in activism, this is a perfect time for this documentary to come out, and it's a perfect time to get this message out. And what message do you want to give people?
I want to give the message of inspiration, feeling good about yourself, giving back to your community within whatever community you're in. Try to give back, give back to others that may be inspired by yourself. So those are some of the messages that I want to give.
All right. Best place people can check out the film. It's available in theaters tomorrow. Is there a website people can check out, Mike?
I'm not sure if there's a website, but Chris, you have the information for the theater that it can.
Yeah, it's Artfully United Doc is the handle for social media specific to the documentary film, and it'll be in theaters opening tomorrow in Glendale at the Laemmle Theater, October 17th. It'll be opening October 21st at Sinopolis in Inglewood. And we expect to be out on streaming services at the top of the year, beginning of January. Stay tuned for more theater announcements, I suppose I would say.
Exactly. Well, I wish you best of luck, both of you. And thanks again. And you're very inspiring, Mike. And Chris, great to put this out here. Take care. You're listening and watching The Neil Haley